Creating a space that makes you feel good about working, as well as being functional, is definitely a balancing act. You see, this space is also a guest bedroom. That sofa bed folds out to be a king-size bed. But this space has changed a lot over the last couple of years. Only a couple of months ago it was my dining room. But after a lot of renovating, it's now become an office space. When we first moved in, this is what it looked like. It actually started with correcting our stairs. That's my wife's hand pointing to our plans to do just that. So once the stairs were corrected, we had a blank canvas which became a soulless dining space. And after moving a few walls, it started to come together to be a space that I'm happy to work in. Where possible, I've linked all the things you see in this video in the description. So let's start with the heart of every office space, the desk. The desk is from Desky, and I went with the dual hardwood sit-stand desk. I also added a few accessories and a new chair, which I'll go through with you in this video. But first, let's open up the desk and see how easy it is to put together, as well as how well it's packed. And with all these new boxes, I have to make sure the supervisor maintains quality control. I'm always cautious when it comes to opening desktops. I never want to scratch them before I've even used them. And Desky packs them very well. Plenty of padding, hard cardboard, rubber-like inserts to cover the corners, while the main top is adequately insulated for transit as well. When it comes to installing desks, I find it easier to just have all the bits and pieces out of the boxes. This desk was relatively easy to put together as the holes were already pre-drilled, so it's more of a case of just lining up the holes and getting the right screws and using the included Allen key tools and then just screwing them in. As always, if you're confused, there's plenty of instructions to help. There's something reasonably unique about this setup, which I'll show you shortly. Now, most of the time when I'm looking for sit-stand desks, there's a few non-negotiables that I like to run with. It needs to be rock solid, it needs to have adequate cable management, and it's got to look the part. Function without aesthetics is just not going to work for me, and likewise aesthetics without the function gets exhausting really quickly. There's also a few other things that Desky have done that really make the experience just that little bit better. One being the power management. These power units sit perfectly with the clips into the cable management box, maximizing the function but also the space. Getting things plugged in with cables safely tucked away is truly a genius move. And the beautiful thing about this cable management is it runs the entire length of the desk, and once you plug all your cables in, it's just one white cord that matches the white table legs and plugs straight into the wall. Having drawers makes a massive difference to keeping your desk neat and tidy. It's become part of my non-negotiables now. Now this drawer is perfect because it sits to the side, which means your chair fits under the desk a lot easier. It's deep so you can put larger objects in it, and the cover matches the desktop, so it's all good, my friend. I've also gone back to using a monitor stand. I find that it just hides my laptop much easier, and even though I don't actually use a stand for my monitor, I still like it. Especially this design. It's got this blue resin river running through it, which I think just looks incredible. I just love how it ties in with the theme of the whole office space, especially the artwork that I have on the walls. One of the regular tests I do is whether or not the desk can handle my weight, and this one does. I'm currently around 75 kilos or around 165 pounds. And it's actually rated for close to double my weight too, as it uses motors on each leg to move. But in terms of handling anything you put on this thing, I wouldn't have an issue. The main controller is where you make all the changes. The buttons are tactile and give you good feedback. The design is beautiful too, with the screen and the LED lights, giving it a nice touch. You've got 4 preset height buttons and you can program reminders for standing as well. The LED bar slowly fades, indicating how long is left on the reminder timer. Alternatively, you can power everything from the built-in app, which gives you more preset heights and a host of other customizable options like changing the LED light color. And if you've got an iPhone, you can pair it with Siri and use voice commands as well. There's also a USB-C port for charging items on your desk too. I've also upgraded my office chair to the Desky Evoke low back office chair. It's an everyday workhorse chair that gets the job done. I've gone with the white design with grey accents. It has a comfortable and breathable back mesh and a foamer fabric seat which feels great to sit on. The arms are smooth, seamless and look great. It has a backward tilt that tilts up to 11 degrees and a weight capacity of 120 kilos. It's only early days, but so far I'm really enjoying this chair. On the desk I've added this Desky desktop whiteboard. It's handy for quick small item storage and note taking. Like when I get a quick idea or I'm on the phone and I just need to write something down quickly. It features an easy clean glass, which is actually pretty satisfying to write on. I'm still using the same ultra-wide monitor from Dell. Even though it's a few years old now, it's still a beast. I've linked the review I did on this monitor up in the top right, which you can check out. Which brings me to my new keyboard from Lo-Free. This is the Lo-Free Flow 2. I dare say it's probably the most satisfying keyboard I have ever used. I'm using the 84 key setup. It's a wireless mechanical keyboard design, CNC machined out of aluminium alloy. This design is the silver version, but it also comes in a space grey, which has dark keys instead. And it is truly a wonderful thing to type on. I know it doesn't do justice, but just listen to the sound it makes. Literally heaven for your fingers. It has 3 different ways to connect to your device using either 2.4 GHz wireless, Bluetooth 5.3, or a wired USB-C. It's a 3000 mAh battery in this design, and it lasts ages. It has a small flip-out stand and a super unique volume control touch slider, which you can also use to adjust the brightness if you'd prefer. I've also paired it with the Lo-Free Touch PBT mouse. I love the color and the design of this mouse. It also has a number of ways to connect to your computer and a visually striking screen that shows the DPI settings, which you can also control based on the sensitivity you're looking for. The ergonomics are great. It's USB-C rechargeable with a small touch logo on one side and an embossed Lo-Free one on the other side, alongside some custom buttons. The scroll wheel feels great on the touch and works seamlessly. Paired together, they just look the part and work well, and you can't ask for much more than that. So that generally covers the main working side of the office, so let's have a look at the other side. I'm using 2 main storage tool chests, which allow me to store everything neatly away when not used. The smaller one I've covered in previous videos, but the larger one is new and I love it. I've set up the top drawer to store all the items I use to charge my devices. As a photographer, this makes it super easy and simple to set up and pack away when needed. On the bench, I've got a multi-charging unit in black to match the pegboard, which is the main power driver for the bench. The drawers vary in size, so it allows me to store large and small items. They're wide and they're deep, so I can put a reasonable amount of gear in them too. Above are a few more shelves, which I'm currently storing my array of drones. On top of that, I'm currently using this section to store items that I can't really fit anywhere else. I'm not really happy with that type of setup at the moment, but for now it'll just have to do. I've also attached my Lakers LED light to the pegboard too, just to add a little bit of flavour to the space. As this room will also be used as a guest bedroom, it's important to have wheels on these large storage spaces so I can make more space when the guests are actually staying. The sofa bed is from Ecosa, and I've covered it in a couple of throw rugs. Above the sofa is some artwork that I love. I think art makes your space, and I think it adds just a personal touch, a bit of your own spice and flavour, and can contribute to the overall aesthetic of the room. Some pieces are my own and some are from others. The door in between the sofa and the storage leads to a laundry and a bathroom. I haven't had the chance to update that space yet, and I feel like my taste for this space will likely be quite expensive. So maybe that's a video for another day. On the main entrance, I've added a door with a translucent glass window to allow light to still enter but have privacy when needed. I really do hope you come back and see what the next phase of this office update adventure will be. So make sure to subscribe for that. But that's it for now. It's now time for you to go and get out of here.